Boys and girls, we are still looking at regions of the United States. And now we're going to dive, not so quick, but kind of quick, into comparing regions. We're not quite ready to compare, but this is kind of the overview of what Unit 2, Lesson 6 is about. It's about comparing. So eventually we will do some comparing, but we're not quite there yet. We need to get some background information. So as we begin to talk about the regions again, you are going to create your own slide on a Great Lake of your choosing on Wednesday. That's going to be your assignment. Um, and you know that Michigan is part of the Great Lakes and Midwest region. So as we work through the information today, you're going to get an idea about what we have to do Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're going to create this slide, but you need all that background information to create it. And then Wednesday, I'll post the assignment and let you know what you need to do with the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes are so important to Michigan. They provide so many different resources for us. They provide tourism, they provide food in the form of fishing, they provide an opportunity for shipping and manufacturing goods to travel through our Great Lakes to other states. So there's so much that goes on here that it's important to know them, okay, and kind of get an idea about they have different characteristics. So why do we continue this? Remember, geographers ask these questions about the five themes in that region, and we know that Michigan is part of the Midwest and Great Lakes region. Now, Great Lakes, meaning that we have lakes that surround us, and we're the only state that has the Great Lakes, and that's why we other states do have some of the Great Lakes as their bordering lakes, but we have all of them. So, as we move forward today, we're going to review what is a region. We already know a region is a place where the area has the same characteristics. Okay. We also know that Michigan belongs to the Midwest and the Great Lakes. So here's a picture of the Great Lakes region. So you can see that Michigan right here has these Great Lakes that surround it. Now, granted, Ontario does not touch the Michigan, but we do have access to it through Lake Erie. And if you look at the states that surround us, they also have access to maybe one Great Lake. And then we have Canada at the top. That's a country that borders us. Remember, Canada is not a state, it's a country. So if we look around here, we can see that there are um, five Great Lakes, and a great way to remember that is homes: Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. Now, the Great Lakes hold 1/5 of the world's surface freshwater, if you did not know that. They support a multi-billion, yes, billion-dollar tourist and fishing industry. Like I said, we fish out of the Great Lakes. They're the center of North America's industrial and agricultural heartland, meaning that we are able to ship things through our Great Lakes very quickly. Two countries and two Canadian provinces, 8 American states, and hundreds of cities are part of the Great Lakes ecosystem. If you were to spread the water in the Great Lakes evenly across the continental US, that means just the states that are here, not Hawaii and not Alaska, the water would be 9.5 feet deep. So just think how much water these Great Lakes have. Um, it's an amazing resource for us. It's a natural resource. So these Great Lakes here's a chart that kind of just spells out their average depth, their length and width, and some important facts about Lake Erie. You know, it's the smallest, it's the shallowest. Um, it freezes over in the winter. Then we have Huron, which is the length and the width, their depth. The deepest part is 750 feet. Sorry, that kind of went over, but when you guys review this, it has over 30,000 islands, like Huron does. Michigan, um, Lake Michigan, 270 feet in depth. The deepest part is 925 feet. Um, a lot of a lot of things happen in Lake Michigan because we're so close to Chicago. Okay, let's take another look. Ontario, okay, um, 800 feet is their deepest part. If we keep, um, it's similar in size to Lake Erie, but it's much deeper. And you look at Niagara River is connected to it, and then it's Superior. Look at the deepest part of Superior, 1,232 feet. So it's the deepest and largest of the Great Lakes. It's also the coldest. Those are the 5 Great Lakes. I know you have heard about them. Um, to prepare for Wednesday, you're gonna pick your favorite Great Lake. It doesn't matter what one it is to me. And you're gonna kind of gather some information other than what I gave you on the slide. Now, can you use some of that information? Yeah, but I'd really like you to use a resource I'm gonna post to take another look. There's a lot of different pieces that you can look at in those links. And I want you to gather some information, maybe 3, 4 sentences, and then on Wednesday, come back to me and we are going to post your assignment on that Great Lake because I want you to understand that the Great Lakes are Michigan is part of that Great Lakes region. And it's important to know about the lakes, and it's important to know that we do a lot of shipping in them and tourism in them, and they're important for us. And that's why we're part of that region, the Great Lakes region. So, again, pick your favorite Great Lake, gather some information on your favorite Great Lake, and come back on Wednesday to be prepared for your assignment.